Putin's huge reserve units have just marched directly into a deadly Ukrainian meat grinder right near Pokrovsk. And what Commander-in-Chief Alexander Syrsky revealed on January 19, 2026 is going to send massive shockwaves straight into the Kremlin. Every single day, Russian troops are being torn apart in roughly 50 ferocious combat clashes, while Ukrainian defenders have transformed the Pokrovsk Marnohrad urban zone into a complete nightmare for Putin's invading forces. But here's what makes this situation truly explosive. Moscow keeps desperately funneling more reserves into this exact sector, frantically hunting for weak points that simply aren't there. If you stand with Ukraine in their heroic fight for freedom and independence, please smash that subscribe button and drop a like. It really helps this channel reach more people who support Ukraine in their unbelievable resistance against Russian aggression. Now, here's the critical information you need to hear. And trust me, the details Syrsky shared during his frontline working visit will absolutely stun you. The Russian military leadership made a disastrous strategic blunder, and Ukrainian forces are making them pay an enormous price for it. But there's something even more shocking happening in other sectors that ties directly into this slaughter, and we'll cover that in just a second. On January 19, 2026, Ukraine's top commander, Alexander Syrsky, stated that the operational situation around Pokrovsk continues to be extremely tense. Russian forces are trying to punch through Ukrainian defenses using two main tactics: occasional large-scale storm attacks meant to overwhelm positions, stealthy advances by small infantry squads attempting to slip into perceived weak spots. Both methods are failing, and failing spectacularly. Ukrainian defenders are taking these assaults apart with razor-sharp precision, and the losses Russia is suffering can only be described as catastrophic. What makes this defensive achievement even more impressive is the way Syrsky and his officers have structured their response. According to the Commander-in-Chief, successful defense in such brutal conditions demands complete battlefield awareness, rapid and flexible decision-making, and extremely accurate calculations. That's exactly what Ukrainian field commanders are delivering. They read Russian intentions before they materialize, reposition forces in real time, and deliver crushing firepower at the perfect moments. But things get even more intense. Viktor Trubov, head of communications for the Joint Forces Task Force, dropped a real bombshell. Ukraine possesses a crystal-clear intelligence picture of Russia's plans for January 2026. The Russians aren't only fixated on Pokrovsk, they're simultaneously trying to outflank Vovchansk and drive toward Lyman. At the same time, enemy pressure has sharply increased in the Kupiansk direction. Russia is dangerously overextending itself across multiple fronts, and Ukrainian forces are exploiting this overstretch with brilliant effectiveness. Every direct Russian attempt to break into Kupiansk has collapsed. Ukrainian defense forces maintain full control of the situation and are consistently breaking up enemy infiltration operations. Meanwhile, Ukrainian troops still firmly hold the northern part of Pokrovsk and are successfully stopping Russian offensives on the approaches to Marnohrad. The Institute for the Study of War has confirmed something that will infuriate Putin. Ukrainian units have scored tactical successes in both the Kupiansk and Pokrovsk sectors. These aren't simply stubborn defensive stands. These are active tactical victories that are actively changing the battlefield balance in Ukraine's favor. Syrsky stressed once again that preserving the lives of soldiers remains the highest priority while keeping units combat effective. During his on-the-ground meetings with command staffs and unit leaders, he clearly defined the key tasks for those holding the line: dramatically strengthen defensive resilience, guarantee continuous logistics so fighters never run short of supplies, greatly improve the quality of fire damage against Russian positions, maintain perfect coordination at every level of command. He also gave direct orders to significantly reinforce support for the troops with special focus on rapidly expanding the unmanned systems component. Drones have become absolute game changers on this battlefield, and Ukraine is aggressively doubling down on this decisive technological edge. Russian infantry moving toward Ukrainian lines are being detected, monitored, and destroyed by drone teams long before they can reach their assault positions. Even with this brutal, grinding tempo, about 50 combat engagements every day, Ukrainian servicemen continue to hold the line with incredible resolve. Sersky highly praised their professionalism, endurance, dedication, and battle-hardened expertise. These qualities are the main reason Russian occupiers have so far failed to achieve their strategic objective of breaking through to the western borders of Donetsk region. Right now, Kremlin war planners must be in full-blown panic mode. They threw reserves into Pokrovsk expecting a decisive breakthrough. Instead, they're watching those same reserves get methodically annihilated. The meat grinder battle in the Pokrovsk Marnohrad urban area has turned into a true killing field for Russian forces, and there's zero sign Moscow will change course anytime soon. They'll most likely keep feeding troops into the sector, and Ukrainian defenders will keep eliminating them. What we're seeing is a genuine masterclass in defensive warfare. Ukrainian commanders are showing the world exactly why military experts everywhere are so impressed by their tactical flexibility. They're not merely reacting to Russian actions, they're anticipating them, preparing for them, and turning every Russian push into another devastating defeat for Putin's army. The situation is still very hard and very tense, but Ukrainian forces are proving something vitally important. They can withstand enormous pressure, inflict catastrophic losses on attacking Russian units, and hold their defensive lines even under the most punishing conditions imaginable. The skill and courage of these defenders have so far prevented what could have become a major strategic disaster. Sersky ended his briefing by expressing deep gratitude to every commander and every soldier for their service to Ukraine. These warriors are making history with their bravery, and the whole world is watching. You've been watching J&J's Military Report, your source for the latest analysis on military strategy, global defense, and cutting-edge weaponry. See you in the next update. Stay strong.